When we begin to understand logic better, you might find that there's something a little disappointing about it. At least it was in my own case. Because before I started studying logic, I thought, well, by knowing logic, I'll be able to unlock the mysteries of the universe. I'll be able to discover all the truths that are mysterious and inscrutable. But logic doesn't do that, unfortunately. It's not the key to unlocking all truths. And one reason for that is that logic doesn't focus as much on the content of arguments as the structure. Logicians are the architects or the engineers of reasoning. What they're primarily interested in is whether an argument exemplifies a good structure, one that can withstand logical scrutiny. Just as an architect or an engineer tells us what a house needs to be built like in order to withstand storms or to remain standing over a long period of time, logicians try to discover what arguments need to look like, what sort of structure they need to have in order to withstand logical attacks. Once your house is sound from an engineering standpoint, once the structure is good, then you get to populate the house with all sorts of different things. You get to choose the siding, or you get to choose the countertops, or the color of the carpet. But the structure has to be there in the first place in order for it to make sense for you to choose the siding. The same is true in logic. When we evaluate arguments, the structure has got to be good. The structure has got to be there in the first place. And then, by studying other disciplines, by acquiring knowledge of other areas, like knowledge in economics or sociology or psychology, we're able to populate those arguments with content. But we're able to do it in such a way that we can ensure from the outset that the structure is a good one. Here are some examples. Here is the Kalam cosmological argument. It says everything that begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist, so the universe has a cause. This is ultimately an argument for God's existence. And from a structural point of view, from a logical point of view, this argument is impeccable. But note this argument, the argument from evil. This is an argument against God's existence. If God exists, there wouldn't be any evil, but there is evil, therefore God does not exist. Now, even though these two arguments are coming to opposing conclusions, both of them logically are impeccable. Both of them structurally are impeccable. So getting the structure is just part of the battle, and that's what logic helps us to do. It makes sure the structure can withstand logical attack so that we can just focus on getting the content right.